You've been looking at my Saturday night view. We spend most weekends at our little house out in East Texas. We have a small 8.5-acre property. My name is Katie and welcome to my channel. In this video, I thought I'd talk about some of our antique and thrifted treasures that grace our home in East Texas. If that's something you're into, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. When we closed on this home in the fall of 2020, there were already some supply chain issues. I'd sort of made it a goal to reuse and thrift as much as possible when decorating and outfitting the house with the things that we needed. I've loved shopping at garage sales and antique stores since I was a teenager, so outfitting this house was a challenge I was going to enjoy. There are things that I look for on each trip to my resale shop. Mine is laid out so that the vintage and antique pieces are in the front section. I always check that first. I look at knickknacks, furniture, and lamps. Next, I'll look at fabric and linens. I can always add napkins, placemats, or a new tablecloth to revive some tablescapes. Dishes and glassware are next. The dishes at this house came from several different sources, including estate sales and eBay. Next up is the art room. I always check the art room for frames, vintage prints, and even oil paintings. The little white love seat was the ultimate bargain. It was only $19. I slip covered it in natural cotton duck from Joann's. The slipcover was more than the sofa. The little white chair came from our other house. The little green coffee table came from an antique store. It was only $39. It's not perfect, but it's a good placeholder until we find something else. The cuckoo clock came from an estate sale. And the frame came from my parents. Design elements and motifs from the camps in the Adirondack Mountains were part of the inspiration for this house. This style became popular in the late 1800s as sports, or outdoors people, sought to escape the heat and bustle of the city. I think my mom was drawn to this style because some of the picture frames came down to us from her. The wooden bowl was made by my husband's grandfather. The yellow clay bowl was made by my son when he was in high school. The cross was a souvenir from Santa Fe, New Mexico. We love adding these meaningful pieces to the decor in this home. The pine cone clock weights are off the cuckoo clock because the cat kept playing with them. I don't really thrift rugs, so a rug from the Magnolia Home line by Joanna Gaines was a recent addition. I love her rugs for the quality and vintage style. The black buffet came from a garage sale many years ago. I only paid $5 for it because the drawer was broken and so was one of the doors, but my husband fixed them. This piece has been its original oak, then I painted it white, then I painted it black, and I just love it black. The little key cabinet came from an estate sale. The painting was from an antique store in town. The painting above the mantel came from my stepmother and my father. They bought it at an art show in Bedford Village, New York. The sky was a little avocado green, so I repainted it gray. This is what the fireplace looked like before. I am on the hunt for a perfect antique mantel, but in the meantime, my husband made this one a few months ago. The green recliner was a thrift store find for $129. I thought a table and chairs might be hard to find, but I found them the same day that I found the love seat. I got a total of 6 chairs, which I painted black. I also painted the table legs black and then refinished the top. Here are some before pictures. The chandelier was found at the Restore. It was only $7.50. Those shades had to go. The antique dry sink was a family piece. My fun spring dishes are Garden Bouquet by Johnson Brothers. I bought 8 plates off of eBay. The paint inside the dry sink is one of my favorite things. Some pastoral art hangs on the wall in the kitchen. This one was only $1 at a garage sale. A gallery wall in the guest room features fruit trees in bloom. These took years to collect and were found at garage sales and antique stores. I love that they all go together. The pillow was found on a recent trip to the hardware store. Two etchings of Notre Dame were thrifted. And some little watercolors came from Montmartre in Paris. My daughter made my husband and I matching quilts. The painting above the bed may have been my first garage sale art find. It was only $3. I'm always on the hunt for a painting with a rural feel. Hobby art used to be plentiful in my early days of thrifting. Lately, these wonderful paintings are harder and harder to find, but every once in a while I'll find a treasure. Collecting vintage and antique pieces for this home has been so much fun. I hope you enjoyed having a look. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.